Today I'm going to be taking a bit of inspiration from Pokeball Pizza, a video I saw on YouTube. I saw Abigail M28 had an attempt at it. I am a big fan of Abigail M28. I'll put a subscription link to her channel and her attempt at this video in the description. Definitely subscribe to Abigail M28, just a young British YouTuber doing some pretty good Japanese-centric anime type work, which I really enjoy. And she had an attempt at a Pokeball pizza, round pizza, and you decorate it to make it look like a Pokeball. That's what I'll be having an attempt at today. Hoping to improve on a few things I saw, like while I was watching it, maybe they could have done that better. I'm probably going to run into some troubles as well. I already know some things I'm going to encounter that'll make it a bit dodgy. But I'll do my best, and I hope you enjoy. It's a bit different. It's probably the only cooking video I'll ever do. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope you guys can see this. I'm going to get started. I've got my bowl, which will be my mixing bowl for all the stuff I have to put in. This is just a pizza dough. First I've got to open up the flour. And you can get flour on the bench. You will have to clean the bench because it's very bench centric. Depending on how you do the recipe, I might just do the bowl. Okay, there's my flour. I'm going to get the measuring tool. Get some flour. That is 100 mils. If you want to measure it in volume, sure, instead of grams. So some of that. So I've got 4 of those, 4 100ml ones, which adds up to, you can calculate it because I'm not going to bother. We've got lukewarm water, which we'll add in. Oh yeah, you should make a well in the center and add your lukewarm water. So we have a couple of those. And you also add your yeast. These are 7 grams per satchel, so that's works out right. We have 7 grams satchel of yeast. Let's open it up with my floury hands. It will rise a fair bit, so be prepared. Just going to chuck that in there. There's still some in there. Whatever. Okay, next you mix it with your hands. If I find out I haven't got enough flour, if I haven't got enough water in it, you're able to tell. You can pretty much just add to best fit. So we're about to find out how it's going to turn out. Give it a bit of a mix. It's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad. Just gotta get it off your fingies. Flour going everywhere. I haven't made much. This won't be many servings. But one of the things I did notice was that some people, when making pizza, they get dough and then they make one pizza out of it. Normally, pizza dough's maybe a standard recipe makes 4 servings. You make 4 pizza doughs out of that serving. So I've scaled down a little bit because I'll only be making 1. Hopefully it works out. It's very sticky. Dun, dun, dun. And since it's very sticky, I sense that I haven't added enough flour. I'm going to be like this and try and moderate the flow with my forearms. That wasn't so bad, was it? You need to press in. Get it together. So what happens is you end up with some kind of dough mixture. Ignore my hands. You end up with some kind of dough mixture like that. You leave that in your bowl. Cover up said bowl with a tea towel. Hang on. You may need to give me a minute with these hands. Okay, now as I say, with my brand new clean hands, got the dough in the bowl there, grab your tea towel, as you saw at the start, that's right, unprepared. Grab a tea towel, wrap it up, and all you have to do with that then is leave it in a nice warm place to rise. Once it's risen, I'll tell you the next step. But as it's pretty warm here, yeah, I'll just leave it on the bench top, doesn't matter. Okay, just to recap, I did get the dough out, the dough is fine. And yep, I just already made it into a roughly a circle shape, about the size that I think is required. You just put the flour on the bench top, push it out into the desired size with a rolling pin, or you can just do it by hand I suppose, but rolling pin's easier. And that's the dough. Moving across now. We have all of our ingredients. You'll need the tomato paste, which you put on the base. Your tasty finely grated cheese. We have black olives, got plenty of olives. We have our salami, and we've already prepared our tray that I'll be using. As you can see, it's a rectangular tray and I have a circle pizza base. That's the issue there. It will cause some problems. I had to limit the size of it, and maybe it's for the best since its Pokeballs aren't that big, they're pretty small. So I think that's a pretty good size. Hope you agree, and I'll just get started. Another thing you should have done by now is preheat your oven to about between 220 to 240 degrees. Yeah, you should do that before you started this, I should say, because it takes a while to preheat. Some ovens take a really long time. This one kind of did. I'm just going to get stuck into it. You start with the tomato paste, which I'm going to get there now. Spoon into tomato paste. And spread it all over your pizza, all the way to the edges. So tomato paste done, that didn't take too long. Next up we have the cheese. I got my tasty finely grated cheese here. That's going on next. You cover the whole pizza with the cheese as well. There you have it, or a bit more. And now we get on to the actual Pokeball part of the Pokeball pizza, which is the salami and the black olives. I'll start with the salami, which, as you may have guessed by now, is going to be the top half of the Pokeball itself. You just grab a bit, chuck it on the top. So salami is also done. Next we do the black olives, which is just going to outline the circle in the middle and the middle of the line of the Pokeball. I'm going to stack these up fairly high so the cheese doesn't melt over anywhere and interfere with the boundaries of this, so that it's all a bit like crisper. And there you have it. I'll try and get an aerial view. That's the Pokeball pizza. And all that's left now to do is to put it in the oven. And what you're going to hope is that the cheese doesn't melt over anywhere. It doesn't melt past the olives. It keeps to the dimensions it is. And it doesn't all fall apart, which would be really handy, wouldn't it? Okay. And in 3, 2, 1, you're going to see it nice and cooked. So this is the cooked pizza. As you can see, it's still kind of crossed there. But overall, I don't think that was that bad. Yeah, except for there's no actual white to the cheese. Maybe if I had more cheese, it wouldn't have gone so dark. But it still kind of resembles a Pokeball. Salami did alright. There we are, and that's the Pokeball pizza. I hope you liked it.